Our Elise Devlin spoke to Senator Lindsey Graham, who is in Clemson today, about what he says America needs to do now.
Americans have died in this attack. There's blood on the hands of the Ayatollah, American blood.
In the wake of the ongoing war in Israel, Senator Lindsey Graham is calling on America to understand the weight of this war.
This is an Israeli 9/11 on steroids. It's one of the most vicious, barbaric attacks of the 21st century or any other century.
He says Israel and Saudi Arabia having a normal relationship would be Iran's worst nightmare. And it's no coincidence that as the peace process between the two countries was progressing, Hamas militants attacked. Now Senator Graham hopes the United States steps in to help in more ways than one.
I talked to the Israelis today. Clearly Iran's behind this. I think it's now time for us to consider with our friends in Israel to hit Iran's oil economy. If there's an escalation of this war, I am urging the Biden administration and the Israelis to jointly come up with a plan to destroy Iran's oil infrastructure. Without oil, they have no money. Without money, the terrorism loses its biggest benefactor.
This Hamas attack is something the United States and Israel clearly did not see coming. However, Senator Graham says it's important that we understand how we missed the signs.
Israel clearly had a major intelligence failure. We need to find out how that happened and how did we miss it.
The senator says what the Biden administration is doing is not working. And he says while America's resources are dwindling from helping both Ukraine and now Israel, we need to do everything we can before it's too late.
I see the world at a tipping point. If Putin gets away with Ukraine and we fold, China will, as sure as I'm standing here, go into Taiwan soon, not later. If we do not stick with Israel, Iran will get more emboldened. Everybody talks about Iran being responsible. Talk is cheap. It's now time to make them pay a price.
In Clemson, Elise Devlin, 7 News.
And of course, we will keep you updated on this major story on air and online at WSPA.com.